Just Another Podcast is now powered by Agent Bollywood, Sharbina and Ismail, the ideal partner for all your property needs.
Engaging Sharbina Property Matchmaker as your property consultant is a smart investment that can save you time, money and stress.
Contact Agent Bollywood at 9181-4262 right now. Yo! Welcome back to Just Another Podcast.
I am AnaDer.
I'm AnaDer.
Wow.
Oi.
Menggeram. Yeah.
Why?
Because it's just me and them and you.
Oi. So you...
It's been so long.
So long, eh?
Yeah.
So you don't like guests,
I don't want to say.
Okay, so how have you been since our last meeting?
It's been awesome, to be honest. Yeah.
Exciting things coming up, is it?
No, it's what we have done.
Oh, yes.
It's what we have done in the 4 weeks leading up to this that make me feel like, woo! Okay. Yours?
Yeah, I mean, we are doing interesting stuff and we have a lot of things coming up too.
Yes.
Especially next week, actually. Next week is a very busy week for us.
Yeah.
So, busy is good.
Busy is good.
So
very good.
So I'm happy. I mean, so far, let's do a quick recap of what we have done.
Yep.
Since Ramadan. So since Ramadan, we have done a few interviews.
Yes.
Okay.
It means the first week of Raya itself lah.
The first week of Raya itself, we have Hype Banger, followed by Hafiz Rahman, followed by Matcha Spice, and then we had Tribai.
Yes.
So it's a full month of interviews.
Yes.
So I mean, the reason why we are doing that is actually we did it consciously lah. Like, we want to do interviews because it's part of I mean, if you all have seen podcasts, there are various types of formats.
Yep.
So it's something that we want to explore, right?
Yeah.
And we are, I mean, me personally, I'm very happy with what we have done. We got 4 guests that actually we know them as well.
Yeah, and from different segments, different
segments, different type
backgrounds.
of content as well.
Yeah.
So I was very happy with my 4 interviews. What about you?
I'm happy because I see a different side of you during the interviews.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like you can really... I'm the PR, you know. I'll be like, I will talk to them like, hey, you know, chami. This fella will come in and,
I mean, interviews you have to lah.
Yeah.
You have to. You can't be. I mean, yeah. Off air, I mean, still on air, I was nice to them lah.
Yeah.
But of course, I will ask the hard hitting questions.
Yes.
Especially,
I can't do that. So that's why I know that. So that's his strength. And then I will remind him, hey, next episode do again.
I mean, technically we split it lah. The first 2 you mainly lead, right?
Yeah.
The first 2 interviews.
No, Hafiz Rahman he led.
Oh, he led.
Not us.
Even the game, he also have he quiz us. That one totally unplanned.
Yeah.
He suddenly came here. Okay,
know.
I'm gonna quiz you all. I was like, wait, why? We are gonna quiz you. Then he said, I'm gonna quiz you back. So yeah, it was nice. I really enjoyed that one actually. The particular
our listeners also enjoyed it.
Really,
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. And then so maybe we walk through a few things, or rather, what's your best moments from these 4 interviews?
I like, to be honest, 3 by second part.
Second part?
Yeah.
That was your favorite?
Yes, because when we finished recording, the 2 of us were feeling a bit off lah, to be honest, okay, because we are experimenting actually. We have never done this as a duo. We do not know each other's strengths and whatever,
right.
and we don't know whether how is our interviewing skills, all that. So we are experimenting actually with this type of guests. So when the first part of 3 by, we were very formal, like and all that. Then second part, we felt that it was a bit too kecho.
Yeah.
Because we are very structured, right?
Right.
But to me, when I listened back and while I was enjoying that moment, it was my favorite.
Okay.
Even more than Hafiz Rahman, actually, to be honest.
Interesting. Yeah.
It impacted me more because of the words they use. It's really like sitting down there and lepak with my cousins and my brothers.
True. I mean, the chemistry was there, the synergy. We felt at ease. We had a lot of fun in the episode.
Yeah.
I mean, right after that, I was worried because me personally, I always love structure lah.
Yeah.
So when the episode, it was a bit all over the place.
All over the place, yes.
I mean, it's a riot lah. It's a fun episode. It's a riot. I'm fine with that because you have to have variety.
We just received a comment today,
Oi, really?
I think you haven't checked. I just saw it came in, but I also haven't viewed it. They put there that they want more. She wants more.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
She said you all should collab more because it's pecah perut.
Nice. Thank you so much.
And she's also anak mami like us. So that's the thing when they use words like macam kuta, Shahrukan besok rosakkan.
Yeah, they have a lot of nice punchline.
Yeah, so that's make it like wow, pop like that. Yeah. So
nice.
to me, I personally like that.
Right. Okay. Maybe your worst moments then?
Sorry bro, but I wish we could have hit Macha harder.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
felt that we could have like really push him. Like really get what are you, bro? What are you? Because we do have listeners asking us like,
why are we interviewing him?
In?
Yeah.
You want to touch on that? Like, why we bring in Macha? Okay, Who is Macha?
Okay, Macha is actually a content creator lah. He has been doing content creation for the last few years.
Yeah.
So he was very popular actually. So and then he went missing. That's where I think maybe the context is people don't know him before, right? And then they saw him now, and then they don't know him also because now he's not so popular lah.
Yeah.
I mean that's the fact.
He has a
what it is.
interesting, colourful history.
Correct.
And he's still creating the same history right now. So you just stay tuned lah.
So the reason why we interviewed him is because he's an interesting story lah to me because of what he has done. You know, he has a flair for content creation, but at the same time he also sometimes don't know what to say.
Yeah.
And then ended him up in trouble lah, which was what happened. And then now is his redemption story. And at that point of time he won the fight lah. So that's why I thought it's a good time for us to interview. And he's actually Anna's good friend lah. Actually,
no. Guys, okay lah. Actually, I look out for him because I feel like how you said lah. There is something in him that is so childlike.
Yeah.
That you just want to protect him. That is what I'm feeling for him. It's not like macam true body lah. Kalau I bengkok and all that. No, it's just that there is something in him that I don't know. I'm just a crazy attract crazy. I keep telling you that. You all also know I've mentioned it so many times. I'm crazy, he's crazy. So crazy attract crazy lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we look out for one another lah.
Yeah, I mean, we learn as we go along. I think. Yeah. The thing is, like what I said, we want a redemption story, so we didn't. I mean, me personally, I didn't want to hit him so hard.
But I love the part where you say you not virgin, but you are virgin.
Have to lah. That one I have to. If I didn't do it, then people will be asking, what the hell are we doing?
Yeah, so many of them actually skip the episode. Then I'm like,
should listen actually. There's some nice nuggets lah. Of course, I mean, not everything is perfect. So go and give it a listen if you haven't.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, if you ask me, my favorite, of course, my buddy, Hype Banger was our first interview.
That one also a lot of impact from the podcasting world.
Okay.
Podcasters love it.
Spicy episode.
Yes, they love it.
And okay, I mean, in true honest, my favorite episode is my Rapid Fire lah. Because I'm a Bollywood fan lah. So Bollywood Fire with Hafiz Rahman will be great, and we'll be going to the concert next week.
Yes.
No, 2 days away. Thursday. Oh, by the time this release is over lah. Yeah, but you still have 2 more days because it's a 4 days event. So this will be released on
Friday.
First,
second, third, fourth.
Yes. So you still have Saturday and Sunday to go and watch the show.
So you have third and fourth. But first also, if you actually too late.
By the time it's not released,
we release this on IG story, we chill them and go.
Okay, so so that's mine. I mean, I don't have a not favorite moment. To me, I mean, okay, the matcha spice ones, I think we can do better.
We can make it spicier.
We can make it spicier because it's spice after all.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's the learning curve lah. So I have no regrets. I live life with.
But
no
then, like
regrets.
you mentioned, when the guest is not very forthcoming, and then you want to whack, it seems rude.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, this was what we discussed off air.
Yeah.
Right. So it's not easy, to do interviews because sometimes when we invite guests, it's a guest at the end of the day. So we have to respect them. At the same time, sometimes we want to take out the nice, spicy stories from them. So you read the room lah. So if you notice, I mean, probably I a bit more harder with 3 in the episode 1 rather than matcha spice in any of those episodes lah.
Yeah.
Which I would love to do it again. Matcha, are you ready?
No, you go and sit with him.
Okay, so then what else you want to talk about?
Okay, the next one I want to talk about is the Nana Chombi video.
Yeah, so that
actually, how we came up with the idea? Do you remember?
We were discussing about
our sponsor video, right?
Correct.
Then how did Nana and Chombi pop up? I'm still cracking my head on that,
Okay, so the first video that was already out, I mean, there is more.
Yes.
So watch out for that.
And they have already requested and flooded us with, please keep it going.
Yeah. So that first video, that concept was because you were talking about that whole Indian serial drama. So we were But before that, the concept of Nana and Mami Chombi, it's
the Eat series we did.
Eat series, we started that already lah.
Yeah.
It's a teaser. We play a bit.
Yeah.
We give
But
it a bit.
that one was Mamu Mami.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Now I get it.
I went a bit more all out lah with my outfit for Mamu. Yeah. Okay. So that's so I mean more will come. Inshallah we have been getting good reviews or good feedback. So inshallah we'll do more and let's see how far we can take this Nana and Mami Chombi
If they have
series.
any suggestions, right? That is okay. It doesn't have to be property related.
Yeah.
You have to get it clear that it doesn't have to be property related. If you have any suggestion or ideas that you feel like you want us to materialize it, right? Just send it our way. You can go to his DM, you can go to my DM, or you can go to JustAnaDer DM and let us know.
Yeah.
And then we can conceptualize and get it done.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Okay, so now earlier when I was getting here, right? I recorded a IG story. I said that we're gonna talk about this topic where I posted, I think on April 14.
Okay.
Okay, that got a lot of attention. But before we got on that, let's touch a bit on Raya. Because when we talk about Raya,
Selamat Hari Raya.
guys, I want to do a shout out. Y'all go and listen the PB episode, biar betul, where they had open house. And I actually listened to it once, but then I do not know what happened that my memory blackout. But then when I listened to it again, dorang remix Kalio Kacaman with Serumpun.
Yeah. Go and listen lah. Cannot reveal. You all must listen to Biar Betul.
I say again Kalio Kacaman with Serumpun. It worked, guys.
Yeah. So go and listen lah.
And then Lata came and then
Shahrukh. I mean there's more lah. Go and
Shahrukh's voice is on point. Demo bit. Was it you? It was you, right?
Yeah.
Demo bit.
Hi. Yeah, go and watch.
Go listen, korang.
Yeah,
Ya Allah.
betul. Raya Open House 2025.
Yes, you have to listen.
Yep.
And then listen to the Kalio Kacaman. Then come back and tell me that it needs a proper remix because that song works. Okay, so tell me how was your Raya? Because now is on this date we are done.
It's done. Raya is over.
Officially.
Yeah.
I have neighbors who ask me, why are you still having Raya?
Oh, non-Muslim lah.
Non-Muslims.
Yeah.
They got confused. And then last week, I went Raya. Then I went to the shop. And then the lady asked me, you're still Raya? Why you're wearing the outfit still? I say, yeah. Culturally, it's 1 month.
Yeah.
Islamically, it's 1 day. So, this is how it is lah. You will still see baju kurung until end of the month lah. I told the shopkeeper. So, how was it for you? I saw you keep hosting.
Yeah, I mean...
I asked you about hosting. You say you do it once, but...
No. Usually, actually, it's always been like that lah. Usually, there will be... Because first day is... The friends won't be coming in.
Yeah, it's always immediate.
Yeah, so immediate family members. And then some outliers also.
Outliers?
I mean, the extended family lah.
Okay. Outliers sounds so wrong.
Extended family. So they will come on another day. So, main thing is for... Yeah, we will definitely host multiple times. People will be coming.
Anissa is a good cook, huh?
Hey, how you know?
Amazing.
Yeah.
You shared, ma.
Oh.
How would I know?
Someone shared. I reshared that post.
Yeah. I don't dare to cook for people, no, to be honest.
You said?
I don't dare to cook
She
for
loves
guests.
to cook. Yeah, she always, when we invite, she will cook. Although
Amazing.
I hate it, not because I don't like her cooking. I hate it because she get tired and then she will...
Cranky lah.
Yeah,
penat sih cooking. Which is why I don't do it. And my cooking sucks, guys. It sucks. I'm telling you openly, it sucks. So I don't have the courage of cooking for guests.
Right.
So when I saw her, I was like, amazing, man, this lady. Why she doesn't do
Beats me. She does everything. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, we hosted a few times, which is nice. I love it. Like what I told you lah. I mean, me personally, I don't like to. I mean, not I don't like lah. I'd rather be at home. Right? But this Raya is tiring.
Yeah, I also feel the same way.
Maybe it's age. Is it age? I feel very tired. I feel like going to people's houses and hosting people and all that. At the back of my head, I can't wait for it to end.
For me, the moment I start ironing the clothes already for the whole 7 of us, I'm already like done.
Okay.
I'm just like,
right.
do we really have to go?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, okay. I mean, I've visited whoever I need to visit, the elderly. So I'm happy. Went to a few friends' houses, had nice spread. So
You had the BB outing.
we had a BB outing.
Yeah.
Actually, I wanted to call you, but after that we're going out lah. So like,
I lazy, bro. So it's okay.
Yeah.
I just said I'm lazy.
So yeah, that's it lah. That's it lah. So maybe you wanna start first?
Okay, for me, I did zero hosting.
Oi.
For the first time in years, zero, bro.
Why?
Even the kuih raya, I left it in the bottle. I left it on the dining table. But finish.
Why?
I let the kids just enjoy, and this year was like, how to say, we just want to lay back. We just want to lay back and keep to ourselves.
Zero hosting, not even
Zero.
your mother-in-law?
Nothing.
Oh,
Nothing.
No. You went to her house.
I went to her house for first day. That one I want to keep a story because there's a story for that open house where she did. That's it. I had zero guests.
Wow. So your kuih raya is consumed by your own kids?
By my own kids.
And it's finished already?
Finish.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. That one no problem. I got 5 kids. They automatic happy Hari Raya, hooray. But in retrospect, my brother open house for my father. So normally when we have this kind of like one sibling open house, right? The other sibling don't need to open house because my brother like you lah.
Yeah.
My brother hosted my parents already, right? So
yeah.
I bring my Hari Raya packets to his house and distribute to my nieces and nephews at his house.
Nice.
Which I did 2 years back. So he came to my place. He kira rewang at my house. So he gave it at my place lah.
Okay.
So in a way, kira I open house also, but I open my brother's house.
Okay. Nice.
Then my mother-in-law also
open
same
other
thing.
people's house lah.
Yes. I open my mother-in-law's house.
So you open everyone's house except for yours.
Lucky you're far. If not, I open your house. And then I say, Anissa, cook Anissa. Your cooking is amazing.
You don't need to open. We also open every time already. Okay. So okay. So then that means you've been visiting. You're doing a lot of visiting.
That one also no.
Why?
That one also I got story, bro.
Oh, okay.
So let's get into it lah.
Okay, let's get into it lah. Yeah.
I just want to share that snippet that I share.
Right.
Then it will lead to all these stories. Okay, hold on. Let me just pull it up quickly.
Snippet.
Yeah, that I just shared. I think you
on your story, yeah?
Yes.
Oh,
on my
now I got what
story.
I'm trying
Okay,
to
here
say.
it goes. So I shared this with no context, nothing. It's not about my family, okay? It's not about his family also. It's just something that I like to share because on my IG story, on good days I get about 200, 300 views. On excellent days I get 500 views.
Ui.
So this is good thing for me to get engagement for our content. Okay, like certain things that I put out, it's not about me, guys. It's not. It's just something general where I get people who are following me. They have those feelings. They will talk to me. So almost every night, to be honest, I've been counselling people that I have never met.
Are you saying that whatever you post is not what you're feeling?
Bro dah expert main butang, guys. Tengku. Internal joke. Okay, so it's not us. It's not okay. But I will get into it later. So what I posted was this. So I said, family is everything. It's a dangerous lie when your family is the reason you don't feel safe in your body. For some of us, family wasn't a place of love. It was a place of fear, of walking on eggshells, of being guilted, gaslit, or ignored, of learning to disconnect from our own feelings just to survive. But the world keep telling us to forgive and forget. Okay, remember this paragraph. But the world keeps telling us to forgive, to forget, to call them back, to be the bigger person, even when our nervous system is screaming that this isn't safe. So the truth is, family isn't defined by blood. It's defined by behavior, by how they treat you when you're vulnerable, by whether they make space for your truth or punish you for speaking it.
Wow.
Okay, so I posted it for fun. But then the bush. See that sound effect I make? No need even that thing. Okay?
Yeah.
So the next couple pointers that I'm giving, it is all not from me. It's all from my DMs.
Oh, so many disclaimer.
And then I put a sticker. All the disclaimers. You all will understand later. I got one part I will give direct one. So Best stickers also. I put a sticker there lah. I say, okay, let me hear about your points. So these are it. And we're going to discuss it because heavy, guys. Well done, guys. Well done. But I'm so sorry that you're going through this. So the first one that came in, I'm going to just summarize. This person said, because of family feuds, sanggup tak pergi rumah each other. Okay? So they are willing to forgo relations just because of family feud. So Raya, they just buat bodoh ni.
Yeah.
So any thoughts on that? You kena bro. Nobody come your house Alah.
This hits me deep.
Serious? You kena?
No lah.
No lah. Say banyak. You know I have to counsel him now. Ya Allah.
Okay. So I mean, maybe you want to share your thoughts on that first.
Okay.
Playing with buttons. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So this is where I say I'm going to spill my truth, right? I'm going to spill my truth lah. This year, I specifically didn't go to a lot of houses. But there is a reason behind it. It's not because that I damn people ke, or I don't want to maintain relationships ke, or I am done with them. I don't want to have anything to them because of whatever happened and all that. No. It's because that I want to build relationship with my parents. Which when I'm sharing this, right, I'm sharing in context of whatever that comes in also. And then I'm just going to overlap. Okay guys, please do not take this out of context. Okay. So what I meant by saying that is that I want to focus on my two parents first. I want to build my relationship with them. To me, Hari Raya, that 1 month, right, it's not just that 1 month where you maintain silaturahim. You got to maintain it for life, not even that 12 months when I meant. So what I'm trying to say is that my parents have this macam, when people were to say anything, he will gabra, you know. He will like, oh crap, somebody's talking about my daughter. So he will like gabra. I don't want that on him. Because this is my job. I do content creating, right? Content creating, you will tend to say something that people will take out of context.
Okay.
Right? It's normal, right? And then some of them won't just call me or pick up the phone and text me and say, hey, look, what do you mean by that? They won't. So they will inform the elderlies. It will become a big drama. When the big drama happen, internal between four walls, which is me and my dad or me and my mom, we will have the issue. I don't want that. So that is why this year I didn't do any hosting. But I also didn't go to anybody's place. Because to me, I want my relationship with my father. I want to repair that first. I want to have that moment. Because if let's say he stops talking to me or he doesn't want to do anything with me and he passed away, the rest won't bother, what? The one that's going to feel the impact is me, what? I'm the one that's going to feel like, alamak, I didn't manage to repair my relationship with my dad. Especially now as we're older, like I'm already hitting 40s. Most of us listeners have already crossed that 40s part, right? And we have our own spouses, our own children, our own boundaries that we're going to set. I feel that do what is right for you. And this sentiment, when I share it, right, with close circles, right, there are many of you out there that is also going through this. You are pressured, right? Hey, this person open house, I want you to go and show face. That person open house, I want you to go show face. You go for my face. That line has been said to some of you, I know. Like they will say like, pandang muka mama lah, pergi. You know? Which doesn't make sense. Why should I go to that person's house, pandang muka you and go? If you're telling me to come to your house, okay But you ask me to pandang muka that person who I come also not going to entertain me because it's an open house. I'm just going to go makan and go back home. Kasih duit raya, done. But if there is any squabbles and all that, you won't be able to accept it, what? So why should I go and pandang muka you and go to somebody's place? So all this kind of thing, this is my plea to you guys that is listening. If you feel that you want to build that relationship back with your parents or your in-laws lah, because okay, granted that all these are our parents, right? And you need to set that boundary, guys. Set it. Because you won't know tomorrow if your parents already pejam mata and you don't get that chance to like repair your relationships or be with them, right? You will feel guilty for the rest of your life. The rest of them won't even bother.
Yeah.
Right. So, okay, dah too long. Now your turn.
Okay. So the thing is about this Raya, right?
Yeah.
Raya is supposed to be a happy occasion.
Yes.
Right?
A celebration.
Celebration.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Raya is full of dramas.
Hangama.
People fighting, people crying,
People spiting.
children hurting, even dying. Sorry, that one song.
Bro,
Song. Sorry. There's
where is the love?
Okay, so yeah, Raya has become something that a lot of people dread. Okay,
Yeah.
a lot of people don't like Raya because of this whole thing lah. The whole visiting thing is a big thing because it's supposed to be an what do you call that, an action to repair and merapatkan silaturahim and repair the relationships.
Yes.
But unfortunately, sometimes it becomes a thing that people will harp on, right? So things like, for example, you invite this person, right? For example, you have something you may not know or know. You have a conflict with that person. You invite this person to come over. This person didn't come.
Okay.
Right? So you as a host, maybe you will feel hurt.
Okay.
You'll be thinking like, wait, what? So
is it an open house invite or a solo? Like, it's just your group invite?
it doesn't matter lah. Either way, it's an invite lah.
Okay.
Right? Any invite, if you don't come, you must have a valid reason lah.
Okay.
Right? And usually Raya is all okay and all that. People sometimes come, people sometimes don't come. But the thing that will have an impact is when you have history lah. Right? So if you have history with this person, then you'll be wondering, did I hurt him? Is he upset with me?
Yeah.
And likewise, that person will be like, why is he inviting me? Should I go? Should I not go? If I go, then I'm still not happy with him, or he's not happy with me. So they might not go to avoid all this confrontation.
Yeah, which is basically the long story that I just said. He just summarized it in short way.
Yeah. So this kind of thing, it's hard because I see the point from every side, right?
Okay.
So if you, I mean the Raya, when you go visiting by right, right? I mean it's supposed to be an occasion where you apologize and then everything kosong-kosong lah.
Yes.
But is it kosong-kosong after all? Man U lost 1-0. Just I know your brother Man U fan, so I need to hit him lah.
Shan, that's for you, Shan. Oh, he's fighting. I'm doing it myself. Go, hide, go.
Okay. Right. So by right lah, that's what we learn lah as kids, right? When we grow up, people say you go.
Keyword is as kids tau.
Yeah.
We get it.
It's a tradition. It's a tradition.
Yeah.
It's nobody say that it's a must to do,
Yeah.
right? Nobody say that Raya first day or Raya is supposed to be maaf-maafan and all that. But
Yeah.
it's a tradition.
Yeah.
Locally or even regionally lah, right? Where you actually reset lah whatever mistakes you have done in the past. You seek for forgiveness and then you move on from there.
Okay, quick question. You, Alia and Anissa, you all practice that on the first day? Do you like?
I mean, Alia is a baby lah.
Do you like? I mean, do you teach her? Like, even
No.
though she's a baby, do you like?
No,
you have that
I haven't.
maaf-maafan?
I haven't. I mean, she's only 3. I haven't.
How about with your wife?
Oh, of course we have lah.
Oh, you have it lah?
Yeah, we have
We
it.
don't, you know.
Oh yeah, where?
We totally don't have it.
How come?
Even when we go to my parents' house, right, for first day, we will do the salam-salam, right? My husband will sit one corner.
Oi,
My kids also.
all right.
Yeah,
Okay.
but my brother's family does it.
Right.
He does have the salam-salam. But my family, how we are is we don't believe, we don't practice that culture of salam-salaman only on first day of Hari Raya.
Yeah.
If we mess up, we say sorry on the spot, then we move on. And I don't force him to do it to my parents also lah. Yeah.
So the thing is, with Indian Muslim, there's many different ways of doing things lah.
Yeah.
There's a big spectrum lah. So, traditionally, this is a Malay custom lah.
Yes.
This is a Malay tradition, tradition not a
It's
custom.
tradition.
So some of our Indian Muslim will follow that,
Yeah.
right? This maaf-maafan,
It's not religion
salam-salaman.
also.
Yeah, it's not the religion. To do it on the first day is not lah. But
Yeah.
to seek for forgiveness
That
when
one,
you
yes.
make a mistake, yes lah.
Yes.
Right. So some Indian Muslim will not do this lah because traditionally that's not what they practice lah.
Yeah.
Right. So we see the different spectrum.
Differences,
So in your
yeah.
case, you saw it from your husband directly lah.
Yeah. The moment I married him, we stopped that salam-salaman.
I mean, if you ask me personally, I don't see anything wrong or I don't have an issue with it because I think it's a good thing lah. Asking for forgiveness because you don't know. Sometimes maybe you have hurt someone. That's where the unknowingly come from lah. Sometimes knowingly, of course, you will seek for forgiveness
Yeah.
at that point of time immediately, or maybe in a immediate future lah.
Yeah.
Right. So you don't wait until Raya to ask for forgiveness. Right. So sometimes you don't realize it. Also, then you're like, how come this fella not talking? Then you quickly ask for forgiveness.
Yes.
Don't wait for Raya.
Yeah.
But sometimes you really don't know whether you have hurt someone. Right. Because initially with this whole forgiveness thing also, me personally, I don't believe in it, right? Because to me, like what I agree with your husband and all this. Like to me, like you make a mistake, you apologize, blah blah. So what sparked this whole belief in me that it's good to do it is because I have been hurt before. As in, I felt offended.
Okay.
I have felt hurt by someone.
Okay.
Right, and that's where I feel like, okay, if I have felt this way, then I'm sure I've made others feel the same.
Of course.
So why not we use that as a time to for us to
drop
just
your egos, because it's already been practiced.
Exactly.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So that's the best time, or if not the worst time, which we will come to that later. I'm gonna dig deep with this, right?
Oh, goosebumps. Even though
just before your thing, Haider is back to his Mr. Nice Guy, I'm gonna dig this further inside, but I'll explain to you why it's still a good thing to do. Is because you unknowingly do it lah.
Yeah.
So sometimes you don't feel it, right? Because you know. I mean, I'm sure our listener or viewers have seen me enough to know that my coping mechanism is humor.
Yes.
Right. So even in my apology with my mom or with anyone,
even with me also,
I will insert humor. Right. I'll insert humor. So, and then I realized the gravitas, because I heard some people saying that, when you ask for forgiveness, do it properly, because sometimes people think that you're not serious.
Yeah.
Right. You take it lightly. So when I felt hurt that time, then I felt, okay, this is how I felt, and then I want to make sure that others don't feel the same.
Yeah.
So when I apologize, I do it sincerely lah.
That's nice.
Yeah. So, but still, even with my mom, she's my buddy lah. I'll still insert a few jokes here and there.
If you doesn't, she'll be worried.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they know you too well.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. Yeah. But I'm also seeing like a lot of people are not taking this too seriously also.
This minta maaf thing.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, this is where the gap is lah, right? So because some people believe it, some people don't believe it. So when people don't believe it and then they don't apologize, then you'll be like, what? Because sometimes you don't know who you hurt. Like even if you don't hurt anyone, it's not wrong to just ask for forgiveness. Like especially in elderly and all this. And people take that for granted, right? People think that it's not a must, it's not in a religion. Why must I do? Okay, you don't have to do it, but if you don't do it, then it just creates this whole feeling that, do you even care enough?
Wow, deep.
Yeah, it's deep. It's deep.
It's deep.
Because we are not aligned.
Okay,
on
to
this
me,
thing,
right? To me, what I felt is that if let's say I hurt someone or someone hurt me, right? And that person is not someone that matters, I will just let it go.
Ui.
Yeah. I will just immediately let it go. But when I see the person, I will just ask, apa khabar, baik? Are you well? Your family is well? But that's it. I'm not going to do anything more or speak more or come to your house or be chummy with you or whatever. No. Back then when I was younger, yes, I will forgive and totally forget. But now as I'm aging, right, I'm protecting my circle. So if let's say I hurt them and it happens to reach my ears, I will go and apologize. I will go and say I'm sorry and all that. But if I legit do it, if I didn't do it, I'm not going to go and apologize. I'm just going to put my foot down and tell you go fly kite. But if let's say I can sense like, okay lah, there is some brief, right? I will approach and say sorry. Then done. I'm not going to have anything to do with you. For the external ones. For the internal ones, I will immediately sense it one. If let's say I did something wrong.
Yeah.
Because I know myself, I'm very blunt, I'm very brash, I'm very like in your face with everybody. How I am is you take it or leave it lah.
Yeah.
So the moment like when they pull back or when they talk to me like very like normally casual, then they start being like cordial with me, right? Then I'll be like, did I do something wrong? I will immediately ask. So for the closer ones, I will go and come after them and minta maaf, and I will sense it that I did something wrong.
Yeah.
And then we will talk about it immediately. But extended, go and F lah.
I don't agree lah. I mean, it doesn't matter whether you extended or close. I think what matters is whether you value that relationship.
Exactly. So I don't lah.
Yeah, so you don't lah.
I don't.
So then it's okay lah. So if you don't ask for forgiveness or because then so back to my point just now. Why I said that, okay, then I am looking at you and you don't
so you
apologize.
value
No, then I see that you don't value lah.
Exactly lah.
So then I know lah. Then this kind of person, okay lah. Then do say lah.
Simple.
Yeah. So if you don't have that initiative, then I also don't give back lah. Right.
True.
So then yeah, this relationship doesn't matter.
When you do that, right, you automatically feel lightened. That is me this year, bro. This whatever that we just said, right, is 100% me this year. Like if the person don't support me, don't celebrate me, don't have any good points that's gonna come with me, right? It's okay. You play your own rules. I play my own rules. There's no need for us to come and chami. It's okay. That's why I said that for me, my parents, my siblings, my immediate in-laws, you guys, that's it. This is my immediate circle. Of course.
You guys.
I gotta keep bro and his family close to me, you know. His daughter is mini zombie, guys.
Yeah, she loves that. She's really doing it. Yeah.
So yeah, it's like whoever that is outside my bubble, right? Kalau jumpa khabar baik, I got no grudge, I got no issues. But once bitten, twice shy. You know, you fool me once, enough. Fool me twice, I'm the one that's stupid, not you. So done lah.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, relationship is a two-way thing lah.
Yeah.
So if you don't feel the need to apologize to someone, that means you don't value. And likewise, that fella shouldn't be upset lah.
But that's the thing, the DMs that I get from the stickers, right? They are forced to say sorry even when they're not at fault.
That's because of elderly lah. Right? So, I mean, like what we mentioned earlier before we start off this thing.
Yeah.
This is a culture, a tradition that is ingrained to us when we are younger. So, it's a question whether is this a tradition that needs to continue? Don't go away. Go and listen to the product talk by our sponsor. We'll come back and dig this further.
Oh my God, I'm scared, guys.
We are back with our Agent Bollywood, Sharbina.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Sharbina.
How was it? You met Nana and Chombi, right? Were they crazy like that?
Mamu and Mami, is it?
How was the experience with them?
Okay, right.
Okay.
Are they okay?
They're funny. Yeah.
They're funny.
Very loving couple. Loving old couple.
Little did you know, Mamu actually has a son. Hi there lah. He's a young fella lah.
Okay.
Is he married? Is he married?
Only 28 years old.
Oh,
Just
so
recently.
sweet.
Handsome tak? Mamusan.
Depends lah.
Depends on what.
Which angle you look at.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's 28 years old lah.
Okay.
And, he just got engaged lah. And but then they realized that Mamu and Mami Chombi live in this mature estate. So they want to get a house near their mom lah, their parents lah.
Okay.
So they want, but then they heard the rumors that when young couples want to buy a house in a mature estate, there's a lot of things they need to take note of. Something like if it's too old apartment, then whether you can pay off the lease, etc. Could you shed the light on this matter?
Mamu's son wants to buy an old resale flat lah ni.
Yes.
Okay, so actually a lot of people will say no, you have to buy something that the youngest buyer can cover the balance list. That means the balance list can cover the youngest buyer until she reaches the age of 95.
Okay.
Because so
let's do some quick math so people will understand.
Okay.
Let's
So
say
for example,
Mamu's son is 30 years old lah.
Okay, Mamu's son is 30 years old and assuming the fiancé is 25.
Okay.
Mamu's age don't care.
Mamu age don't care.
So we always
You will
look
take
at
the 25.
We'll take the youngest buyer lah. No, actually will care also lah. But they will just see the youngest buyer.
Okay.
Because if the youngest buyer cannot live through the balance list, then it's basically like maybe the mamu is like 5 years. The mamu son is 5 years older kan. So they will always
life, no?
So 5 years difference for example. Okay. So to make it easy, right? Assuming lah Mamu's Haider's fiancé is 25 years old
Okay.
So that means to cover her until the age of 95 she must buy a flat that is at least 30 years old flat. That means must have balance list of
70
70 at least Okay, so if as of today a 30-year-old flat with a balance list of about 70, the flat must be built after 1996.
After 1996.
After 1996. So these are the kind of houses that you will get like at mature estates for example, Tampines, Woodlands, Yishun. I call it the storeroom era. That means not the bomb shelter era.
They have the storeroom.
Correct. Where you can hack. I call those kind of old resale flats the storeroom era lah. So if a lot of people will say, oh, you're very young, you cannot buy old flats. Actually, it's not you cannot buy lah. But if your parents staying at mature estates and you need to be near parents, right? So obviously, and then maybe that estate doesn't have, like, need to be very near, and that estate doesn't have BTO kind of flats, or maybe they don't want something small, you know, they want something like bigger floor area and all that. Actually,
and they want a storeroom lah, they don't want bomb shelter.
Correct. Bomb shelter kan limited, right? You cannot hack, right? Okay.
Sometimes they hide in the storeroom, play game.
The husband lah usually lah.
Decider.
I think
like to hide lah.
I think girls will hide bila merajuk ah. Don't want to be found. Maybe I don't know, or maybe having affair. Talking
in the storeroom.
Talking on the phone ke messaging scandal ke pula. Okay, anyway.
Cannot. You on the phone with scandal, don't talk beside the husband. Later the husband come down from the staircase.
Because
and
toilet. What you see in movies, right? Toilet is very cliche. Every time scandal ni masuk toilet and very cliche.
Cliche, storeroom.
So masuk storeroom.
That's why they buy the house.
So use storeroom. So no, that's why they want to buy old house so that they can hack away the storeroom. Don't want to have storeroom for all this purpose.
Okay.
So anyway, so if you want to buy that kind of house,
intention is lari.
So you want to buy that house but two things. No, actually three. So one is your loan amount that you want to use. You can buy something. Okay, let's say maybe short of 2 years. Maybe 93. The lease balance can cover the youngest buyer up to age 93.
Okay.
So there's like this 2 years shortfall ni. So basically you just number one, your loan amount that you can get, that means your HDB loan that you get. Contoh lah, you get maybe 100,000 for example kan. You cannot take the full cannot. I don't think a loan will be like so low lah, unless you have so much CPF. Pasal very young, right? Okay, so maybe your loan, maximum loan that HDB give you maybe 300,000.
Okay.
But if you buy something that is doesn't cover the youngest buyer until the age of 95, you may not be able to take the full 300,000 loan.
Alamak.
Correct. So it depends
more
on
cash.
Correct. Or more CPF. So it is basically it depends on how much shortfall.
Right.
Okay. So maybe like for example 2 years saja kan, maybe the prorated loan that you can take is not so much significant. Maybe you can only take 280,000 maybe instead of 300. But that doesn't mean you cannot buy kan? Because maybe you have surplus CPF because of the grants. Maybe all the loan that you need is only 200,000. You don't even need 280. So boleh lah. Correct. So technically, okay, the loan you need to know, unless you really macam cukup makan, you really need the 300,000, right? That one you cannot lah, because you can only then prorated can only take 280. Then you know lah, you need to pay cash lah. Okay, but if you don't really need to max out your loan, boleh lah actually. So loan covered . So it depends. Unless you buy something that is like the shortfall, the age shortfall lah, the balance sheet shortfall, maybe 10 years ke apa. That one, then the loan amount that you can take will be like even reduced lah. That one,
right.
Prorated So that one will be more of a concern lah. Kalau macam shortfall by 2 years punya, I usually, if tak ada rumah lain that they want to buy, I usually will just explain to them what are the implications. Then you decide lah. If you still want, at least you know. I've already told you kan. Okay, so the loan, that's how it works. The CPF also will be prorated. Contoh, if you are buying a house, for example 500,000, let's say mature estate.
Okay, 500,000.
So 500,000 shortfall of maybe 2 years.
Okay.
The price of 500,000. Okay, maybe I put macam mahal sangat budak-budak muda ni nak beli 500,000. Okay, so maybe they want to buy a smaller house.
300,000 lah.
300,000 for example. Okay, so and then buy valuation is also 300,000.
Match lah.
Match. So that means you can use up to valuation price kan. So you can use CPF up to 300,000. Okay, but if it doesn't cover the balance, the youngest buyer cannot cover until the age 95. Contoh maybe shortfall of that 2 years just now kan. Maybe she can only use 98% of that 300,000 yang dia boleh pakai using CPF to buy the house. She can only now use 98% of that. So maybe
Right.
instead of 300,000, maybe dia cuma boleh pakai 280. Just example
Easy
lah.
lah.
I fail maths lah.
Ah.
So
290
290 for example. Dia nak tunjuk dia pandai lah. Okay, so maybe so only can use 98%. Tak boleh pakai the full 300,000 to use your CPF. That means once you dah bayar, okay, you every month you bayar until you dah pakai sampai 290. After that you dah tak boleh pakai CPF to pay for this house. You have to use cash. Itu sahaja. Tapi when will you reach? When will you reach that? It's not so soon, right?
Yeah.
Because if monthly you just bayar $900 ke apa kan for
You won't even
PPF.
know if you really stay there all the way also.
That will be the third thing lah. So that will happen lah. So you know that you cannot use the full 300 of your CPF. Even though you have 300,000 to pay pun, you tak boleh. Because max dia reach 290 je, you dah tak boleh pakai CPF for that house. But you masih ada loan 100,000 ke 120 ke apa, you masih plus interest kan. You still you kena bayar cash, but it's not going to be so soon. Maybe 15 years down the road.
Okay.
Kan? So maybe muda kan. Maybe they might want to sell lah.
Okay.
So that's one. So they know that okay, tak apalah, we will just leave, later will decide to sell. What happens if 11 years later then they decide to sell? Because before you reach that maximum that you dah tak boleh pakai, ataupun maybe nak upsize lah, tadi 3 room flat ke apa for example kan, so maybe nak beli rumah 5 bilik. The only issue kalau you beli a house that is only left with 70 years, maybe 11 years later you nak jual, dah tinggal 59 years.
Less buyers.
Correct. Yes, the pool of buyers will be limited. So they must know that this is the situation that they're gonna come. The lease decay will be an issue if they hold the house for too long, and then later baru nak jual. So maybe kalau macam 5 years down the road you nak jual, okay lah.
Okay lah.
So masih you still have what, 65.
Correct. Still got value lah. The pool of buyers still.
Belum lesser than 60 years kan.
So for those looking for asset progression, this is a better move lah. It's okay lah for them to do
so
that. So
kadang-kadang macam this budak-budak muda ni, macam dorang limit themselves to just buying a newer flat because of age. Sebab usually nanti the agent will straight away cakap, because of your age you need to buy a house that is built after 1996.
Yes.
But if I want to buy this particular house, suka sangat, but it's built 1994. The assumption is tak boleh. Actually bukan tak boleh. You need to know. You need to know what will happen if. What will happen if itu sahajalah. So actually still can.
So if the Mamusan Aider ni, if he marry a younger girl, okay tak?
Younger girl as in?
Pelik. Bisa.
Anissa dia macam ada ura-ura je ni. Tapi Haider ni very common lah.
Because they use the younger one.
Long hair one.
Kau balakkan dia pula.
Sabar pula. But I think that one ever ready lah. Fitnah.
Fitnah. Tak ada habis.
Okay. So if you're a young couple, obviously you can get the unit that you want, even if it's a mature estate, but you have to take note of certain things. If you're not sure, you need to engage a property consultant that knows everything.
Yes.
So Agent Sharbina, Agent Bollywood knows everything. You can contact her at 9181-4262 right now.